Good morning, it is Saturday the 27th and it is just coming up to 11:15. So my plan was to start Uber a little bit earlier today, a bit like last week really. Time did I jump on it last week? It was 10:30. Well, it's not too bad then. I thought I started later last week. I was due to come out for about 9 o'clock today. I got a message last night saying could I do an airport run in the morning from Manchester Airport. They were like, oh sorry it's last minute and all that. I was like, no it's okay. So I got them booked in. They'd said that they'd been let down by somebody, so I got down there anyway. It was a family of 6. Went and picked them up and it was like a bit of a multi-drop. So I dropped them off and I was like, so how come the other driver let you down? What happened there? And he was like, oh well, I thought it was a bit moody to begin with anyway. And I was like, oh here we go. And I said, why? I said it wasn't one of them bloody like Facebook posts, was it, or something? And he just looks at me, he was like, yeah. He said, I just seen a post on Facebook saying I do airport runs, just like a bit of text. He said, so I took him up on it. He said, I think he'd sent me a message yesterday to basically say, okay, you know, we're going to be landing at such a time, is everything okay? He said the guy's just ghosted me. I was like, honestly, I said, like, I don't think people realise that 99% of these people who just put like, all right, you know, like in the comments and all that, I'll take you, I'll do a Manchester Airport run for 40 quid cash and all this kind of stuff. I said, like, they're not insured or anything. I said, if anything happens, I said, like, you and your family are screwed. I said, there won't be like any payouts or anything like that. So yeah, I think he's learnt his lesson anyway, and obviously it's a new customer for me anyway, like a returning customer. So yeah, I've just pretty much got back from doing that. I had a quick little top up on a rapid charger just so I could come straight out, because otherwise I'd have to go home, put it on charge, and then that would be in like 3 hours time to top my tank back up. So yeah, I'm back up to 100% anyway. It's 11:15 and yeah, let's see what happens. Last week I started at 10:30 and my drive time ran out just before midnight. So I got, 13 and a half hour shift in. So I'll aim to do the same, I think. I'll just carry on. But I can't see my drive time running out because there's no rain forecast. So I'll see what happens. Little update, it's been 2 hours, so it's now 1:45. It's been kind of taken over, to be honest. It hasn't been too bad. So first job I took was, I did have to wait about 5 minutes for anything to come up. It was literally the first job to come up, and that was an Ormskirk over to Skelmersdale, £16.77, 22-minute job going 11.4 miles. So it wasn't too bad. I accepted another job whilst I was on the way to pick that one up, but they cancelled it because they didn't want to wait, which I didn't blame them, because I would have been about 20 minutes or something. Straight after that, I was then, because I was in Skelmersdale, I got a job which was like the outskirts of Skem going into Wigan. It was like a Wigan to Wigan. That was £14.55. That was a 22-minute job going 9.7 miles. Dropped them off. I then accepted my first Uber share job, which was just round the corner. So that was £7.81, 6-minute job going 1.8 miles. So I accepted it thinking this will be a bit of a laugh, bit of content or something. So I was talking to the guy and I said, like, do you book them often? And he was like, well yeah. He said, because obviously it's a quid cheaper. And he said, because I'm going such a short distance, he said the likelihood of somebody else wanting to jump in is obviously like slim to none. So he said funny enough, I was talking to another driver about it, and he said he'd picked up 4 separate passengers. So obviously 4 different Uber shares, and he said he felt bad for the passenger who was sat in the middle between them, and then when they stopped to drop them off, one of the passengers had to get out to let the middle passenger out. I couldn't do it, honestly. It's like as from a passenger perspective, I couldn't do it. But it's quite funny. I thought I might get this here and I might start bouncing about. Being an XL might end up with like a load of people in it, but I wasn't. Dropped them off, wasn't too bad. And then straight after that I got a job which was, because at that point I was in Skem, it was Skem back to Ormskirk train station, which was quite handy. That was £9.63, 17-minute job going 8.7 miles. So yeah, pretty much bang on the 2 hours, and I've done £48.76, so I'm on like what, £24.37, that's right. So yeah, not too bad all in all. That's about it. So I'll give you another update shortly. So it's been another 2 hours, 2:45. Where are we? So I was still in, where was I? I've gone to Ormskirk, yeah. So I then accepted an XL job, which was £16.87, and that was, I was in Ormskirk, and that was Skelmersdale back into Ormskirk again. So I took that, wasn't too bad, 14 minutes, 6.2 miles. I then took an Ormskirk to St Helens, so it wasn't the best, but again, it was kind of like the one before it. It was almost like 14 minutes to get there, 14 minutes back, so I thought, well, 16.87, you know, if I drop on two of them, I'm on about £30 an hour. This one was 14.96, 26 minutes, 12.5 miles to St Helens. So I took that one, and then after that I accepted another share job. This one was a bit of a longer one. It was £8.50, 13 minutes for 3.3 miles, but I thought hopefully I will pick someone else up along the way. So I was just trying to see how it worked, to be honest. I was speaking to driver Denny, and he basically pointed out to me, just, you know, bear in mind that it's only one passenger per booking. I honestly didn't know that. And then I think you can only have like 3 bookings at a time. So if you pick up a share job, you can then pick up another share job and then another share job, and then you need to drop somebody off before you can pick another share job up. So I did ask him, is that only limited to the X's and not the XLs? Because I would have thought, well, obviously this can carry 6, so can I not carry more share jobs? But I haven't even managed to carry two share passengers. So yeah, I dropped her off in St Helens, and then I had one which I was near, kind of like the East Lancs. So this one was kind of like the East Lancs borderline, kind of like Knowsley, coming back into St Helens. Wasn't the greatest job, but it was saying it was surging, £8.50, 9-minute job going 4.3 miles. So I dropped this guy off, he's just going fishing down there. There's a little fishery tucked away on the East Lancs, I didn't even know where it was there. And dropped him off, and then it was pretty much bang on then, the 2 hours. So then I thought, I'm going to start needing a little bit of a top up. So I looked at the garage that was on the East Lancs. That's one of these EV ones, but they were charging 76 pence per kilowatt. So I thought, well, if I just drive 10 minutes down the road back to Ormskirk, which is where I was going to go anyway, it's 55 pence. So I honestly don't know if it's because it's like a new garage, so it's like a bit of a promotion they're kind of doing to get people to use it. But yeah, it's, you know, it's like, well, it's almost like a third cheaper to come here. So I've drove down here, gone on charge. What I have noticed is these chargers are only 50 kilowatt, which isn't the greatest, but it's not too bad. If you wanted a full 100% charge, I'd be here for about an hour. But by the time I do my update, which is normally 10 or 15 minutes of waffling, I go in, you know, have a wee, get some food and whatnot. I'm here for about an hour anyway, to be honest. But there was a car on charge when I turned up, and it's got 2 charging points coming out of the same stall. I've just plugged in, and it's only charging at 25 kilowatts. So I think the 50 kilowatts is for the whole thing, and that's now obviously being split between me and the woman who's parked next to me. So I don't think she's going to be too impressed, because she's been getting the full 50 kilowatts I've rocked up, and now she's dropped down to 25 kilowatts. It's just, the technology is so stupid. You know, this is a brand new garage. They've installed EV charging. I don't know why they've only just put one as well. I know there's 2 ports to it, but there's 1 charging bay. And like I said in other videos, this is the only rapid charging in Ormskirk. The next nearest one is, what, 15 minutes over to Formby, or 15 minutes back towards like St Helens on the East Lancs there. You know, this is it. You know, this is supposed to be the future EV, and this is the only one, and both of them are taken up, and it's only charging 25 kilowatts. So yeah, hopefully she leaves soon anyway, because I think she was on about 75%, whereas I was on about 10% battery, and then hopefully it'll charge up a bit faster. So yeah, in them last 2 hours, I think I took a screenshot when I come off. I was offered 51 jobs, but I only accepted 4, which gave me £48.83. So currently on £97.59. I've done the 4 hours, so that's what, about £24 an hour. So it's pretty much what it was before, to be honest, after that little update. So yeah, it's been ticking over, but I've noticed where I normally work around, like I said, it was just kind of like Ormskirk, completely dead, nothing. So most of them jobs have been, you know, Skem, St Helens kind of way. That's about it. So yeah, I'm going to go on charge now. So the next update will be once I've come back out and I've done roughly an hour, maybe 2, depends how busy it's been. I was hoping it was going to start raining. The guy who dropped off fishing, who's been like following it, he said come 4 o'clock it's supposed to be absolutely throwing it down. So that's why he wanted to get there a little bit earlier to set up like his tent and all that, because he's staying there for a few nights. So yeah, hopefully when I come off charge it should be throwing it down. So I'll catch you in a bit. So, little update, I've only just finished charging. I was on charge for an hour and a half. Absolutely ridiculous. It's that rapid charging they've got, it shares the 50 kilowatts. So I was on charge when I turned up and another woman was charging up, and then after about 15-20 minutes she left. So then my charge then went back up to 50 kilowatts. So I thought, oh, happy days, I won't be here that much longer. I go in the shop, I come out, and then an Octopus energy van is parked there on charge as well. Exactly the same vehicle as this, the Vauxhall, but obviously the van version. And he's been sat there the whole time, so we've only been getting 25 kilowatts each. So I carried on. My battery went from 13% to 94%, and it took an hour and a half. And in the end I was like, I can't even be bothered waiting for the last little bit, it's so slow. But yeah, that's just one of the issues with EV chargers at the minute. There's one, there isn't enough of them, and then the ones that they have, they're not powerful enough. It's not too bad like the ones in Formby. I think they will go up to, you know, like 180 kilowatt or something. Like mine can only take 100 kilowatt, so that's fine. But the issue is it's miles away. And you know, the one towards St Helens, again, that's a more powerful one, but it's miles away. I just don't know why you would install an EV charger at a brand new forecourt and stick in a crappy 50 kilowatt, which drops to 25 if 2 cars are charging up. It's just absolutely, you know, it's like, it'd be like if you go to the petrol station and you're putting your diesel in, and the person next to you, they start putting diesel in, so your nozzle slows down, and then someone else turns up and then their nozzle slows down, and it just carries on doing that until he's standing in there for like 20 minutes putting diesel in. It'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it? So like, why are they doing it with EVs? It just makes no sense. So anyway, that was my little rant out the way. Came back online, I'm on my way. Job came up pretty much straight away for an XL, so just going to pick them up now. So, little update, it's been a couple of hours, it's now 20 to 11, so the last update was, what the hell, I think I updated it just as I went on charge, I think, I can't remember now, I think that was about 20 to 5, yeah, and then I done a little, yeah, I remember now, I done that little update when I started driving, because it took an hour and a half, didn't it, to charge up. So yeah, I came back on, that was 20 to 5, and then I then stopped at 20 to 7, so I've done 2 hours there. So I'll just run through those ones first. So I was in Ormskirk, came back online, and then I headed over towards Southport. The reason being, they have like a big firework competition each year. So that was tonight and tomorrow night, so I thought, you know, it might be a bit busier, so I'll head down there. So I came down there, and where was I? Started off on a little small job when I got here, £6.81, 5-minute job, going 2.3 miles. And then had an XL, £10.13, that was a 10-minute job going 3.2 miles. A £4.62, 5-minute job going 1.2 miles. Another 5.29, that was a 6-minute job going 1.4 miles. A £6 6pence, 8 minutes going 2.6 miles. Another XL, £7 1 pence, going 6 minutes, 1.4 miles. So yeah, I don't know, it just didn't really seem that busy, considering, you know, there's supposed to be like tens of thousands of people who had all turned up in Southport for fireworks. I think like in that 2 hours there, it was like, I don't know, I can't even bother adding it up, to be honest. 13, 18, 22, 32. It was about 40 quid, something like that. So it wasn't the greatest. I thought it would have been busier. So then anyway, the missus brought the kids down to Southport so we can go over and watch the fireworks. So I actually came offline at the 20 to 6. Sorry, 20 to 7. Yeah, she came down with a couple of friends and whatnot. So basically, I was offline for about, I think it was coming up to about 2 hours. 7. Yeah, came off about 20 to 7. Came back on, I think it was about 20 to 9, I think. So I came back on, and it was a little bit busier. Went straight into like a priority, £6.25. That was a 5-minute job going 1.5 miles. Again, still all these are just all in Southport. £8.75. That was an 11-minute job going 3.5 miles. £5.81. A 5-minute job going 1.7 miles. I then had this XL job where I left them a 1-star and blocked them. So it was an XL, £9.43, 7-minute job going 2.3 miles. So I picked this group of 5 up. No, sorry, there was 6 from Churchtown going into Lord Street there. They'd literally been in the car 20 seconds, and then one of them got, they're all like in the 30s, 40s, and then one of them goes, "Oh, who's shit in here, it stinks." And I was thinking, like, a fucking gang of idiots. So it absolutely fucking reeked. So I put my window down, the other guy sitting next to me, he put his window down. And I was like, there's just no need for that, fellas. So they kind of like wound their necks in a bit and stopped laughing a bit. And then the guy who booked it, I think his name was Andy or something, he went, "Well, that's my Uber rating out the window." And I said, "Fucking 2 right it is." And he was like, oh, why is that? I was just joking. And I was like, "Well, I'm not joking." I said, like, I have to work in this car all night. This is my own personal car. I don't want to smell a gas that has come out of one of your arseholes, do I? I don't want to smell it. And then they were all like, "Oh, you know." It's just fucking like, you wouldn't do it anywhere else, would you? If you think about it, you wouldn't just like walk in and just fart right next to somebody who you're working next to, especially like you don't even know. If you want to do that, you know, between you and your mates, because you're all like smelling each other's farts, then crack on. If you're in your 30s and 40s and that's what you're into. The only people I know who find that funny is like my son, and he's 6. Do you know what I mean? So it was just a wind up, so I blocked them and unpaired them anyway. After that, started getting a couple of little surge jobs, because we'd come out from the fireworks because the rain was just so bad. So yeah, we got like halfway through it. So I got a little surge job, an XL, £10.89, 10-minute job going 2.9 miles. Another surge job, £7.35. That was a 2-minute job going 0.9 of a mile. And then I've just done another surge job then, £6.98, a 5-minute job going 2.3 miles. So I thought it was going to be busier, to be honest. I mean, the rain is horrendous, it hasn't stopped. There's tens of thousands of people extra than there normally is in Southport. Just seems like slow and quiet, and like the surge jobs that are coming through, less than £7. You know what I mean? And that's 20 past 10 on a Saturday night. You're getting £6.98 jobs. So yeah, it seems a bit crap if I'm being honest. So up to now anyway, I'm on £203.15, and I've done 8 hours. I've been logged on Uber for 8 hours anyway. It's been quite a bit of a mismatch night, because obviously I've been on charge for that hour and a half, so obviously I've deducted that. In all, like I came online at what, 11:45, and it's now bang on 11:45. So technically I've been out the house for 12 hours, but 2 hours of that I've been watching fireworks, an hour and a half of that I've been on charge. So obviously I've deducted that to basically try and give you a bit of a true reading, because you know, I've said it a million times on the, you know, my other videos. If you were to come out, you mightn't have been on charge for an hour and a half. You wouldn't have come off your shift for 2 hours to go and watch fireworks. So I've been actually working Uber for 8 hours. So up to now, that takes me to £25.37 an hour. So I mean, it's not horrendous, but you know, I thought it would have been a bit better, to be honest. I'll see where my drive time's up to. See, I'm only on 6 hours 30, so there's no way I'm going to do another 3.5 hours of drive time now. I'm just not going to do it. You know, it's coming up to 11 o'clock. I might do an hour. I'll see what it's like. I'm in Southport now. I'm going to start heading back towards Ormskirk, because I want to kind of finish really for about midnight. I don't really like working past midnight, because you then just start getting all the absolute idiots, like they're coming over, they're absolutely rat-arsed, you know, they're arguing, or one comes out and does the classic hanker, sits in there, oh, I'm just waiting for me mate, he's inside, he's went and bought another fucking pint or something. So yeah, I can't be doing with all that. So yeah, I'll see what's happening all around Southport. Well, I say Southport, it's all over Liverpool and St Helens and everywhere. It's just like that grey blue kind of mist. It has been surging a little bit, but it just comes and goes. So yeah, I'll see what happens over like the next hour, but I can see me calling it a night in about an hour. So I'll keep you posted shortly.